Good morning, viewer. You are watching Headline News live from Jakarta. I'm Rika and I will be accompanying you for the next 10 minutes with the most updated and reliable information. Plastic waste burning and health impacts. Between 40% and 60% of total municipal solid waste is openly burned in low and middle income countries, largely as a result of 2 billion people around the world having no municipal solid waste collection. Open burning occurs both intentionally and unintentionally. The latter, when open, campsite containing organic waste spontaneously combust due to heat generated as the waste degrades. This picture is a worker carrying a basket of plastic waste, wood and coconut husks to be used as fuel to try tofu at a factory Sidoarjo, Indonesia. In 2025, burning waste is a common way to cut fuel costs, but studies have found high level of microplastic in the tofu from this factory, toxic as inside the buildings, and hazardous level of air pollution. When the plastic burns, it releases particularly toxic air pollutants. When particles can penetrate deep into people's bodies, along with gases that include carbon monoxide, styrene gas, and hydroxygen cyanide. It also releases persistent organic pollutants such as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and dioxin. These particles and gases have been linked to health risks ranging from respiratory and cardiovascular disease to cancer and reproductive and neurological disorders. The ash from open burning can also contaminate soil and groundwater with persistent organic pollutants, heavy metal, and other toxicants, creating more chance for people to be exposed to them through food and water. Global plastic waste rate dropped when China pulled out. In 2018, the flow moved to other countries, largely in Southeast Asia, but also other locations, including Turkey. In 2018, Indonesia became a net importer of plastic waste. The majority of this waste came from Western Europe, Australia, North America. What happened to Indonesia air quality? We harness data from multiple monitoring systems, including satellite observation and cargo ship tracking signal, to understand where this plastic was imported, when, and how much air pollution was released by openly burning this waste. As of 2022, the World Economic Forum and Indonesia government estimate that 48% of Indonesia plastic waste is openly burned. Indonesia plastic waste import rose quickly in 2018. We found the particulate matter air pollution of a great concern for health increased on average of 3.3% at the location of large open waste dump site in Indonesia after China's ban in 2018-19, relative to exposed business as usual based on data from 2012 until 2017. We found increase up to 1.68 micrograms per cubic meter, based on risk estimate from a global study of mortality associated with long-term exposure to outdoor fan particulate matter. This corresponds to an approximate 1.5%, 1.9%, and 3.5% increase in mortality risks from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, lung cancer, and low respiratory infection, respectively. New constant of the plastic waste trade. In 2021, Indonesia restricted the import of non-hazardous waste to 15 specific ports, and in 2025 banned the import of plastic waste altogether. In May 2025, Malaysia followed suit, allowing plastic waste only from countries that have ratified the Basel Convention on the control of transboundary movement of hazardous waste and their disposal, authority that the US has never ratified. From these bans to be effective, these countries must also find to contend with illegal plastic waste shipment and paper import contaminated by plastic waste. Meanwhile, negotiation for an international legally binding treaty on plastic waste started in 2022 have stalled. In middle 2024, the European Union did pass a new regulation on waste shipment, prohibiting exporting plastic waste to countries outside the group of wealthy countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development from November 2029 to at least May 2029. The effectiveness of these and future policies at reducing air pollution and other kind of environmental degradation can be evaluated using methods like ours. Ways to reduce plastic waste. As of 2021, only 5% to 6% of US domestic plastic waste was recycled, according to estimates from the advocacy group Beyond Plastic and Benetton College. It is now even harder to expose plastic waste to other countries that could recycle it. Part of the problem is lack of capacity. The Association of Plastic Recyclers estimate the current plastic reclamation facilities in the US and Canada could at most increase their plastic recycling by 30% to 44% depending on the type of plastic, leading a total recycling rate of 7% to 9%. Ultimately, both decreasing plastic use and increasing recycling will likely be needed to solve problems beyond consumer choice, packaging reuse, creating packaging and return system that put the same materials back to work can reduce the need for new plastic. Recycling experts call for harmonized design standard to help streamline processing and deliver high quality recycled plastic, as well as extended producer responsibility fees or tax to raise the cost of producing products that aren't recyclable. The fees can provide needed funding to scale up recycling and other programs to reduce regeneration of plastic waste. Since 2021, 7 states enacted extended producer responsibility laws focused on packaging. Maine, Oregon, California, Colorado, Minnesota, Washington, and Maryland. However, it will take time to see the effect. Colorado's final implementation plan, authorized in 2022, was approved only in late 2025. The first payment of extended producer responsibility fees to the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment are scheduled to begin in middle 2026. Ultimately, reducing and better managing our nation's plastic waste can help prevent global health harms. Thank you.